Alright guys, so today we're doing a detective catfish cue. These have been requested for the last, gosh, I keep getting briefs for this show. It's on MTV, and it pays good on the back end. It's a good paying show. It's definitely worth the time to kind of focus on these ones. So these are really cool. I've been doing these, gosh, for on and off for since 2014. I've been submitting to these kind of ones, and I've had tons of placements on them. And they're constantly doing new shows. They're constantly doing new episodes. So this is an ongoing thing, and the actual scene or the actual idea, the emotion of this cue or these instrumental pieces gets used in all of them, like CSI. That's been going for a long, long time. Any movie where they're kind of like doing the detective work, which is so many TV shows, so many movies, and they need this kind of music. So this is a great genre to kind of learn about and try and start getting good at. So using some of the sounds and keep remembering that it's all about the emotion. With these cues, it's all about the emotion. So constantly creating emotion that is detective, kind of like investigative. It's kind of like that kind of, it's got to be on edge a little bit. So one of the little techniques that I use a lot is I might go up chromatically on the scale. So I might go, if it's in a key of C, I might go to C, and then I'll do a C sharp, then go down to the C. So that's something I kind of do a little bit a lot, because that creates tension. Having those two notes together is really creates that tension. So anyway, so let's dive in. I'm going to just shrink my screen here and show you some of the kind of points that we need to kind of look at here today. So I have my session ready, but right here we have, it's a detective catfish cue. So just remember that the beats per minute is 85 to 95. And we're going to, let me just make this a bit bigger. These are kind of like just some keywords to remember as you're doing it. Ambient sounds like pads and kind of really ambient sounds is what we want. Pads, pulses that have this doing it like a heartbeat kind of thing. An idea is, as I'm actually even thinking, that you could actually even speed up these pulses, but I don't know. I don't want to change the tension. I don't want to change the tempo, because in sync music, you don't want to change the key or the tempo. You want to kind of keep it the same. Tension, keep thinking unknown. Tension again. I wrote it again because it's got to be a big part of it. Reverse cymbals. If you watch the show, just go onto YouTube and you can just type up Catfish MTV. There's tons of shows there, and you can look at all the different varieties of music they use on this show. It's a really, really cool show that uses lots of different music. And so for this spot, what we're going to be doing is we're doing this kind of scene. So there's many different scenes. There's travel scenes where they go to the location. There's kind of emotional scenes, but we're going to go for this one. So this is ticking. Driving elements work great. Keep the rhythm elements moving and consistent. So suspense, investigative, tension. That's the key word there. Let's make that a bit bigger. Oops, I just deleted it. Make that bigger, bold. So the genre is ambient, sparse, electronic. It's for the online investigation, tense phone calls, and digging up dirt on potential catfish. Some tracks should have big builds or cliffhanger scenes. Industrial, ambient, droney, neutral, driving, dark, slow and emotional. Some can be very sparse, one or two elements. Creepy, eerie, off kilter, but not so unsettling as it sounds like horror. So if you're going too far, you're too far for the horror. So let's go ahead and dive. We might come back to this halfway through the track and kind of just see if we've got some things going. But one of the type of track I'm going to build is kind of like an ABC, which is, it just steps up. So instead of doing an ABA form, I'm going to be doing an ABC, which is it's going to constantly kind of keep building. And I am going to do like these rises or these reverse cymbals before certain sections, because they do that. Like on the show, if you watch it, they'll be like, they'll discover something and they'll be like, oh, so so you didn't say that, or there's a twist or something that happens, and you'll hear the music go to a whoosh, dun, 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 or something. So I'm going to have a few of those in this piece of music that they hopefully can use. So, without further ado, let's get going. So, I have a session ready to go, and these are going to be some of the sounds that I'm going to use. So I have a pad sound. Omnisphere gets used a lot. That's not even set up yet. We'll just do a pad, see what comes up. That's great. Already, that's great. Oh my goodness. Childishness. That's a cool sound already. But we've got another pad here, which is another, let's do a drone. See what comes up. We're going to do that one. It's a nice pad. I love it. It's great. All right, we got drum hits. We got... Now, I haven't used this plugin much. Ferrum, I think I got it on a discount, Black Friday. I haven't used it much, but it's got some cool trailer hybrid kind of percussion sounds in it. So you can move this. So we'll explore that. We'll see if there's anything in there. We got some swooshes. See if we can get the keyboard here. I don't know why the keyboard's not here. So that's a cool one. I gotta see if I can get the keyboard, because it has a different sounds there. So that's cool. We've got swooshes set up. I've got some pulses set up. That'll be great. We have some reverse pianos. Now this brief did ask for no pianos, so we don't want an organic piano sound. That'd be great. We got a lot of cool stuff there. Cybercrime, this has some more ticking stuff, I think. Might find some sounds in there. This is a bit of a favorite of mine. I've used this a lot. This has some ticking stuff in it too. And what do we got down here? Oh, this is just another Omni. I think that's just an extra one. So we'll just delete that one for now. All right, so we're going to start off with a pad. We're going to go for, these have to be 2-minute cues. I should put that down on the list. 2-minute cues. Let's dive in. Let's get rid of these guys too. Clean things up a bit. We'll start off with a pad. I loved that pad. That childishness. It actually had a ticking thing in there. So let's start off with that. So let's do the tempo right. I'm going to do it right in the middle, 90. All right, so let's... Cool. I like that idea. I didn't want to go to that second chord or that. I like this. Just quantize it. I like that one. Don't want to go to that one. But I like this note here. Alright, so we're going to copy that a few times. So what are we up to? We're up to like 40 seconds. So we do 2 of those. Then we'll add another element here. Oops. Add another element, then we'll change it here for the 140 and we'll go back to this. So we'll change something here in I know I'm kind of building up, but I might just hold it down a little bit here. I might go down. A little bit too much. I'll just keep on the I'll keep on the C, I think. So there will be a big stop or something there. So we'll just quantize that. So in my mind, I'm kind of hearing a, and that comes it to 230. So this will kind of be like a real kind of, this last section would be really big, but they can kind of cut this up and use the different sections. So this will be a really quiet one. And then this one will kind of step into the next level with some beats and maybe some other elements coming in. This will be a third one of kind of stepping back a little bit. So it'd be like, I guess it'd be A, B, B minus to a C kind of thing. So it's kind of going to step back a little bit to kind of build up the tension, and then we'll do a big stop here before it goes to this big one. So we'll probably do a stop there somewhere. Let's just, well, I'll come back to that. And then we just finish. So I'll just get rid of that. Oops, I think I've deleted those. Might finish off with a crescendo. I think that would be good to have that kind of thing. So that might only go for a measure. Cool. Okay, cool. So we got a groove. I'm just going to make all that fit together. All right, so now let's go to a different pad. Try and get into the tension of it. That's cool. So like a low thing. Might make that come in here. Alright, so we are going to just quantize that. And that goes for 4 measures, so let's just duplicate that. I might play that throughout. So when it comes into there, so let's change the color here. don't want this to come into until a bit later. So maybe that second time through. And I wonder if I can, there's a little clicking thing. I don't think I want that to come in till a little later. So I'm going to see if I can, this is just probably the easiest way. I could go into Omnisphere and figure out where that clicking thing is, maybe and automate it. I should figure out where it is, or I could just copy this down here and not bring it in until later. Now just find out where it is here and just get rid of it. Cool. Okay, so I'm liking that so far. When I come to that clicky thing, I might try and change the sound a little bit. So let's go to that. I think it came in the wrong spot. Should be over here. Right there. Gosh, that's a cool starter too. I don't know, I like that a lot. I think it would be too much to start with, to have that come in here. But let's see. All right, okay, so during that down part there, I need to do something happening there, but I'm liking this a lot so far. That pulsing might be a bit too much. We'll have to see. It is a good start. might be a bit too big, those hits, but we'll see. So let's do a reverse. I want to do some reverse hits, or some hits here. So let me grab this pad. I'm going to copy it down because I know Omnisphere has some cool hits. Just going to get rid of that. We're just going to type that up as hits. Let's go find some hits. Hits and bits. Now you don't want to add too much, so it's very easy to kind of go overboard. So I'm gonna, I don't know if and I'll give me one of those. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put it down. Alright, so I'm just going to put that down as reverse. And we are just going to move this down here. It should print. There we go, we have a reverse now. And double it. Alright, let's go find reverse. I normally have it set up on my keyboard as just because I use reverse a lot, but I don't. I have a new keyboard, so now I have to find it. So where is reverse? Let's go set up. Keyboard shortcuts. This is how you set up in Studio One. I'm going to go to reverse. Reverse audio. It's F19. So I don't have an F19. Alright. So let's remove that. And we are going to do F18. Assign. Okay. So this should be, if I do 18, there we go. That's what we want. Should copy this down because I might use this one. We'll see. I don't know if I like that beginning, the hit. I might just cut that off. See what happens here. Just going to blend these together. That's great. That's all we want. And I'll just bring this out to the measure. I'm actually just going to consolidate that, so that's one big hit. Let's try some whooshes in here. I don't want too much rhythm stuff because I already have a lot of rhythm stuff. maybe I want a shorter one. So let's go with pink. Shortest down here, long. Alright, that's good. A. We'll do that one. We'll bring it over here somewhere. Cool. I'm going to drag that up to the audio. Just print it. So I might put that in here where just before we go to that droning pulse in here. Alright, so I think that middle section is a bit too long, so I'm going to cut it down. I think we'll only just do 4 bars. 4. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, we'll only do... So maybe 8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to cut out here. Let's just add this one here and we're going to stop. We'll add this one as well. Oops. Do one more down here. Probably going to get another reverse happening. Done. Right there. Might be a bit too long. We'll see. Alright, we're going to do some sort of beat as that comes in now. That is a really cool sound. Let's see what these drum hits are. pretty cool. So let's see if we can kind of come up with a beat that comes into that part. That's where we're going to stop. We're actually going to make it a little shorter. So that last section is really just, it's all going for it. All right, so let's do a beat on that one. I like that. Oops. I could do a delay. I'm actually just doing this by hand. I think I like it by hand. I'm going to do that actually. So quantize it, see if that works. Alright, I think the quantizing went a bit weird. Done, done, done. I'll find a low sound to kind of add to that, but let's add a little bit of that hit throughout from the beginning where we want them. Well, I don't want them too much throughout. Maybe the first hit will come with as that first reverse cymbal hits down here, we'll do a hit. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's just go through. There's maybe a little too much towards the beginning of the song. Actually, I'll keep them in there because I can easily delete them later or mute them later. comes in. I might add da-da-dum. I do want a low hit, so I'm actually going to double this down and find a low, something a bit more low, because I don't think I'm getting any lows in those kicks. Maybe getting a little bit. Yeah, actually I am getting a bit of low in there. So forget that. I might just, maybe I'll turn it up a bit. Maybe I'll put an EQ here. Stereo, and we'll just turn this up a bit, turn this down a bit. Alright, I think we'll just put a few more melodic sounds in there now. We already have kind of a droning low sound, so maybe something a little bit higher, but these are a little bit too strong. I want something a little bit washed out. I could put a little bit of reverb with it. Maybe too much. Whoops, that's way too much. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll take the attack off. It's a little bit too piano-ish. I don't think I'm going to use that. Let's see if we've got another. I don't want another loop. I just want something. I might just skip that then. That might be cool actually for some of these hit when that first hit comes in. Gosh, that's loud. Maybe too big. Too big. I think we might be getting a bit too big. Let's just have a listen from the top again. Starts. Yeah, very minimal. It's good. That all actually needs to come in a little earlier, I think. That's where it should come in. Yeah, right there. So we just need to trim these down a little bit. Cool. I think I like that. I need to fix it up a little bit more. But these here, I could just, I'm going to do like a quick reverse on that, like a really kind of just before, like maybe a quarter before. Alright, so these guys, might even make them even shorter. Maybe even shorter. Too short. Don't want that big ringing sound, ringing one out. Okay, so back to here. Maybe only half a hit here. Alright, so I do want to kind of resolve it onto that original chord. So I have to find something a little bit more tonal where you can actually hear the tone and play that on that very last note. Dun, dun. Actually, that's probably... Maybe not. It's not the sound. Maybe just a hit like that. Alright, back to the top. I think I need these reverse cymbals out longer. That's kind of a melodic sound. I think I like that. an octave lower. No, maybe the top one. That's great. I'm very happy with that for now. So we will go to the live sessions and we will finish this up. I'll rest my ears and we'll have fresh ears. All right, see you in the next one.